Golden Acre here with another Halo 4 campaign mission walkthrough. And today I'm going to show you how to get the first of the 2 weekly campaign challenges for the week of February 17th through the 23rd, which is Infinity and Beyond, which requires you to complete the Infinity mission on Legendary difficulty with the Mythic, Tilt, Tough Luck, and Thunderstorm skulls. And in addition to those 4 skulls, as you can see, I'm turning on Catch to get Prometheans throwing grenades at me. Also Cowbell for accelerated explosions, and Grunt Birthday Party to better see grunt headshots at distance. So we're setting the campaign up, the mission up, and off we go as soon as we get through the 343 stuff. Now, I'll be demonstrating a number of speedrunning techniques and tactics in this particular run because I ran it in actually right around a half hour, 30 minutes or so. But the first thing we're going to do is run the Rally Point Alpha skip, or what I like to call the walk in the park. And this particular skip allows you to go through the entire Rally Point Alpha with minimal encounters, if you will, with the Prometheans. Minimal to none, actually. Okay, just follow this path here.
One of them's an officer.
Down through here.
Check his IFF tag.
And run along this log here. Nice sprint jump. And notice the 2 crawlers that spawned right there. You don't have to take them out. I actually took one of them out, but just get them out of the way. Now we're jumping up this tree trunk here. And the idea is to jump up far enough so you can get up on top, turn around, jump back, jump across to the rock, right up to this little spot here. Aim a little left, jump, aim a little right, jump again, and you should be jumping through. It takes a little practice. But what we're doing here is we're bypassing, notice I jumped across to here as well, we're bypassing a spawn trigger that triggers the rest of the Prometheans in Rally Point Alpha. I ran over that dead Marine to get some ammo in my pistol, and now I'm going to run through Rally Point Alpha with no resistance. Saves about 4 distinct firefights here. And I'm just using a little bit of sprint pacing here. For every 8 steps of regular pacing, you get 16 steps of sprint. And by my own internal clock, if I count 1, 2, 3, and go to sprint on 4, I should have full sprint. That's what I'm doing here, for the most part.
I've got another IFF tag.
Now here's a nice little shortcut as well coming up here.
This may end up
Jump up on that little rock up here. Jump up, turn left. Kind of wiggle your way through here. And that actually saves close to 10 seconds of run time. So having to follow the path all the way around. Notice I swapped out my AR for a battle rifle. And then switched back over to the pistol after I loaded up full clip on the battle rifle. Alright, let's go ahead and skip this cutscene. And we're going to treat the beginning of Rally Point Bravo here a little bit different than in the past. This is another speedrunning technique. Okay, take these 2 crawlers out, and then I'm going to come down to the sandbags, run by the battle rifles, or actually the DMRs, I didn't say battle rifles, DMRs, the ammo up, and then follow this path here, taking a little damage. Sometimes crawlers get in the way, but just follow the path up here, and we bypass that Watcher, those 2 Knights, and all those crawlers down there. And I notice I ran this little cubby hole, and I'm doing a little bit of strafing here because I'm not zoomed in. Brings auto aim or aim assist into play. Makes it a little bit easier to take out the crawlers. But there's going to be 5 total, 4 that I need to take out now, and then 1 that hangs back. And the Knight will respawn right here or teleport to that spot. Stay far enough back, then charge him as he throws a grenade, spin around behind him and assassinate him. Now the reason I jumped back a little bit is I wanted to see where that auto aim came flying. I mean, the auto sentry came flying out, so I can easily pick it up. Now I got the auto sentry and the light rifle from the Knight. Now we're down in the holdout area. This is actually pre-holdout. First thing we want to do after firing up that auto sentry is to take out that watcher. All right, I'm letting my Marines down here take out the or most of the crawlers that are close. I'm going to see if I can take out several crawlers up here. There's a couple down. All right, let's go back and focus on the crawlers down in this area. All right, there's the Knights coming down. 2 more crawlers came down. Just want to take them out. Okay, I think that's it for the crawlers, so I'm going to go after the Knight. I'm going to use a circle melee on him, like I did on that previous Knight. Yeah, he's not positioned very well now. He's up against that rock, and I couldn't quite get to him. Didn't look good there either, so now he's taking the Marines out. There we go. Throwing a grenade, turn around behind him, back smack. I ran back over him just to make sure that I was able to ammo up on the light rifle. And I want to take out that last... Oh, I still got a Marine left up there. How about that? Take out that last crawler, advance up underneath the big tree here. That'll spawn the next group that we have to deal with. And haul it back here, swap out the light rifle for a railgun. And I'm going to use kind of a newish noob combo on the turrets. Railgun and 3 DMR shots. Takes out a turret. And that's even with Mythic and tilt on. Which is a good thing to know. Take them out at distance like that. Okay, done with the railgun. Go get the light rifle back and head on down here. A little more ammo in the DMR. And now I want to take out the 2 watchers that are out there. There we go, there's one of them. Be a little careful of that Knight. If you get too close to him, they'll throw grenades at you and you're scoped in and you don't see them. I've died that way. Okay, there goes one watcher. And where did he go? Where did he go? Alright, he's kind of gone to cover, so best thing to do in this situation is just fire a couple shots at the Knight, and the watcher will come out to protect. So if you've lost the watcher, fire at the Knight. The watcher comes back out to protect. It's a good thing to remember. Okay, threw up an auto sentry. Now we can take out one of these watchers at this point. Notice I'm running up towards the door. Take out 2, and this guy appears, and I want to wait till I get up here by the door before he does that. Okay, now we're going to try to take the second Knight out with a melee. Oh, didn't quite get around behind him. Try again. There we go. Assassination. Just as good at this point. Alright. So ammoing up here. Now what happens is when I take out one of these crawlers, the light rifles from the Knights I just dispatched despawn. I don't know why, but they do. So I wanted to make sure I had full light rifle before I took on those last 3 crawlers. Okay, go ahead and put Cortana in the system, and now we're going to do some spawn killing. Alright, we got 3 Knights initially to take out. Alright, position myself right at the start of that little fork in the path. Come up and assassinate. Now I just stepped behind him and depressed and held my melee key, my B key. This guy, I just want to back smack. Now I got to take out one of these crawlers, like so. The next Knight, Knight number 3 appears. I get on the back of that log and aim up and step up and melee him. If he doesn't go down on the first melee, then melee him again, and then you'll have to take out a watcher. But that time I got him on the first try, so that didn't have to deal with that. And now I got to take out about 7, maybe 8 crawlers. get ready for the next spawn. So I'll take out about 6 or 7 of them and then start counting. I want to be left with 3 because when I get down to 2 crawlers, a knight will spawn, and I want to be right behind him when he does. So I want to be left with 3. All right, let's see here. I think there's 4 left at this point. Okay, now I'm down to 3. And I'm going to go ahead and run down here and ammo up. And back up here and position myself so that when I take out the next crawler, the knight will spawn ahead of me. I don't want to get too close to the spawn point because when that happens, a lot of times when you go to melee the knight, he, like so, when you get too close, the melee doesn't work. Okay. So now I want to take out, I believe, 2 more crawlers. And that watcher appears, and I take him out as he spawns. You want to do that real quick because if you don't get that watcher, he will spawn a bunch of crawlers. Take out at least one of those 2 crawlers. I took them both out. Notice where I position myself. That knight spawned. I'm going to run down to this rock. And all the while I am ammoing up. There was an EMR down at the base of that rock. Okay, he spawned. I backsmacked. That's the holdout area right there in a nutshell. Okay, I'm full with light rifle ammo and full with DMR ammo. And got Cortana out of the system. The door's going to open. 3 more crawlers spawn behind me, but if I'm fast enough, I don't have to worry about them. And now we're on to the landing zone.
It's all right.
The tactics changed here just a little bit. I'm trying to get through the landing zone fairly quickly. Alright, take out those 2 grunts like before. I didn't quite get the nose or nozzle on that 3rd grunt. Okay, go ahead and take out that auto sentry. And we're going to have at least 1 shielded jackal come up. And 1 or 2 more grunts, at least one of which has a, there he is, has a needler we want to take out. And then out there should be, most times, a watcher spawns by those 2 knights. We want to make sure that that watcher is gone. Because if we don't and we take out a knight, the watcher will come over and respawn the knight. Okay, watcher's gone. And I'm left with probably about 3 or 4 coveys. There we go. Took out the shield jackal from there. There's a jackal marksman here that I want to take out. And that was fairly easily. And then what I want to do here is I want to get the rest of the coveys before that phantom that announces the next wave appears. And I thought I got them. Because what will happen is when you do that, night number 1 of the 4 total that we're going to have to deal with comes up here to the cave mouth. And unfortunately, I don't know if I missed a grunt or a shielded jackal back there somewhere, but he didn't come up that time. Not initially anyway, and now the darn phantom's firing his main gun at me, and I want to get out of the way here. Oh, there he is. Well, better late than never. Let's see if I can take him out. Again, I'm going to use a circle melee. Around behind. Oh, assassination. Now notice that the main gun on the phantom is firing at the mouth of the cave, so I wasn't too worried about that. Alright, let's clean up the rest of the coveys here. Uh-oh, got some suiciding grunts. Actually, that was some benefit to me. Okay, here comes knight number 2. Come on out, and let's go ahead and melee him. And notice on the melees, assassination and backsmacks, that when I spin around behind him, I go just past what I think is the center of his back, because I'm smacking him with the gun, which is on my right side. So to get to the center of his back, I have to go a little bit past the center, like that. That's a technique you need to practice and get comfortable with. When Mythic and Tilt are on, That's about the only way to take out a knight and an elite, by the way,
Cortana
which
to
is
left.
assassination or
LZ
backsmack. Unless you have a heavy weapon, which we will have here soon. Okay, I believe that's it. We've just got knight number 4. Go ahead and take that auto sentry out. And kind of time this when the Phantom starts to come back, the Pelican starts to back in. Throw up an auto sentry to keep that knight busy. And all we have to do is run underneath the ramp here. Make sure we run far enough so he doesn't nail us with a grenade as we go to black. And that will end Rally Point Bravo, and now we're at Rally Point Charlie. And instead of doing the big tank battle, I'm going to do the Wraith skip. And I turned left and hauled it up to this rock right here. So I can't walk up. Apparently I've got to jump. There we go. And jump up on this girder or whatever it is. Right up on the top. Aim up a little bit. Do a sprint jump. Get far enough across so that you get down on this wreckage. Jump into here on this rock formation or whatever it is. And down into this this hole here. Now I actually got a little bit lost. I almost went backwards there, trying to figure out where I'm at. Okay, ultimately I got it. We want to go out to the left here. There we go. Okay, even if you get lost initially, you find your way through here. All right, we're jumping up here, jumping down here, and we've bypassed the big tank battle through the wreckage thing. And now I am sprint pacing up to a Wraith that I'm going to use to enter the Infinity with and clear out the initial enemies. Which includes a bunch of grunts and shielded jackals and a couple of elites and 2 hunters and several of the grunts. At least 2 of them have fuel rod cannons I have to be very careful about. Off we go in the Wraith. Looks like with the Wraith, it takes about 5 seconds to get full boost back, and the boost doesn't last very long, but it is a fairly important feature to have or to use at certain points, because you can use boost to splatter somebody, or as I'm coming up here, I'm just going to rush right by all of the enemies here, like so, instead of battling it out. And I don't have to worry about them because they will not come up from behind. Alright, now we're getting ready to come into the Infinity. Now we got to clean all these boogers out. And this takes a couple of minutes. Really fast, maybe a minute and a half. Now I'm driving by aiming at the hunters, although I do have a target of opportunity there. There's an elite that just didn't want to move. All right, hit the hunters a couple of times, and they will start moving back. And their fuel rod blasts are easy to dodge by strafing. Easy to dodge a distance anyway, but what we've got to be really careful about is out there somewhere is a fuel rod grunt. Ooh, just took out one of the hunters, I believe. Not sure where that grunt is. Maybe I got him already. Alright, it looks like I got that second elite. I'm going to advance up a little bit on him. Careful, because he will throw grenades at you. Okay, that takes care of the elite. And, okay, so the fuel rod grunt I took out earlier. Now I'm focusing on the hunter there. When I advance the Wraith enough, one of the Marines will jump into the plasma turret and get a little bit of help. Oh, didn't want that to happen. Alright, looks like I've got a grunt and 2 shielded jackals here. And once Captain Del Rio comes back up on the comm, like right there, that's when I know I've got them all. And now we got to go get the Manus. And this particular cutscene, which is forced, we can't get out of it. I guess it's a cutscene. It takes almost 30 seconds. Very frustrating for speedrunners, I assure you.
There's a man. Stop inside the door. Take it.
You'll need the extra firepower. How many times have I heard that? Okay, door finally opens. Let's go ahead and activate the Manus. There we go. And run down here and swap out the AR for rifle. Rocket launcher. And ammo up. Make sure I got full ammo on the rocket launcher. Switch back to the DMR. And go ahead and grab the Manus. Now, we're about to do another speedrunning technique here, which is the Infinity Rush, if you will, or the Manus Rush. Alright, first thing we want to do when the door opens is we want to take those 3 grunts out that were retreating a little bit. Okay, and jump out of the Manus. And now we're going to bypass all the Promethians and Coveys that are inside this level of the Infinity. Alright, notice I took that little mongoose right up to that little doorway. Now there's little catwalks here. I'm going to take out, each catwalk has 2 fuel rod grunts and a turret. And so there goes the first one. And the second one, I take out the turret first and then the grunts. Okay. And that takes care of that. Cross over here on this catwalk to this side. Ooh, somebody's firing something at me. And I'm reloading on the rocket and sprinting down here to the end. And it's a tricky-ish little jump right there. Don't jump too far, but sprint, jump across. And sprint again, and we're bypassing all the Promethians and the Coveys. And come up here. And I'm making sure I have full sprint here. There we go. Sprint up here. Something got me there. I'm not really sure what that was, but I'm holding back here momentarily. I want my shields to come back. There we go. And there's a turret right by this doorway. Go ahead and take him out and jump down and sprint in here and take out the grunts with melees. And hurry because they're firing at you. Notice my shields are gone. Okay, that's it. That's it for the grunts. And now we're in the elevator heading for the outside for the final Mantis holdout. And I'll be using a slightly different tactic there as well.
That might be how they're blocking the Infinity's defenses.
Exactly what we were thinking. Neutralize it so we can get our guns back online and show that satellite we're more than just a game.
We're on it, Commander. Cortana out.
Alright, first thing we want to do when we come out is take out the jammer on the far left with the rocket and head for the Manus on the left.
First jammer disabled.
Go ahead and ammo up on rockets just for grins. Alright, now we got to take out the other 2 jammers and then hold out by all the Phantoms coming in to unload Coveys. That's why it's the Manus holdout here. Go ahead and take out the second jammer.
That's 2.
And the downside to this particular approach to the holdout is that we will see a number of Banshees coming in. In previous runs, I'd gone down to the right and used the right gun as cover. Right rocket launcher, actually. But it seems that on the left side we were tracking much more attention, and there's a Phantom coming in there, and I am ducking back here into cover so I don't get killed. Here comes Banshee number 2. Okay, now Another Phantom coming in, dropping off troops. Waiting for my shields to come back. Here they come. Alright. Trying to take a few out from distance. I'm not going to be mindful of that Phantom going away now. And the one on the far side, because look, the main guns are firing at me. I'm taking gas here. Okay. That's it for the Phantoms for a while, so let's see if we can take out some of these cubbies. It's mostly elites and grunts, and an occasional. Oh, look out! Fuel ride, grunts. Now, at some point here, God, right? At some point here, I'm going to back up and get out. There we go. I'm going to get out. Ooh, there's a Banshee dropping in. Get out of the Mantis and drop down to cover right here. And I'm going to focus on all of the shielded jackals and grunts. Now, if I step out, that brings them out. Notice how they all came out to this level. Instead of trying to take them all out with the Mantis, I'm going to take as many as I can out from cover here with the DMR. Sometimes I'm able to do this in like 4.5 minutes. This one took a little long. It's more like 6 minutes to do, but that's okay. It's a fairly safe approach. And again, notice that now. See, I jumped up on that container here, and they all came out looking for me. So that's the key to this approach here is to step out on occasion and get them to move up to an area where I can take shots at them. Now, I'm obviously leaving the elites alone because there's no way I'm going to take them out with a DMR. There we go. And when I think I got them all, or most of them, now at some point, and Infinity's guns are going to start helping out here. We got to be a little careful. We don't want the cubbies too close to the Mantis because that far gun will start firing at them and hit the Mantis. I've actually died that way before. But notice that the guns, the rocket launchers here, the defensive rocket launchers, have suddenly got active. Oh, there's Banshee number 3. Okay, that takes care of the Banshee. And what I've got to do is take out the rest of the cubbies. And then when we get down to one, oh, there's another one coming in. Wow. Well, it didn't come in all the way. Okay. When I get down to maybe 1 or 2 cubbies left, then Cortana's going to say that's how it's done. Here comes Banshee number 4. Oh, rocket action, and boom, he's gone. You got to always be mindful of the Banshee swooping in. Okay, and we continue to take out cubbies. Mostly elites now. Trying to get a little help from the guns here. Okay, we're down to 1 or 2. I think there's just 1 left now. Notice he's running around that center gun. Now, before I go ahead and activate the rail gun here, or the Mac cannon, I want to take out that last elite so he doesn't sneak up on me while I'm vulnerable. There we go. Okay, that's it. All the cubbies are down. Let's run out here, activate the Mac cannon, and jump back into Mantis real quick in case there's yet another Banshee floating around up there. Because they have a tendency, again, to swoop in on you. But other than that, we're essentially done. We should be going to the cutscene here pretty quick. Alright, I believe I got that in, a little over 29 minutes. So, let's go ahead and skip this cutscene, and we'll go to the end of the mission symbols, followed by the challenge popping. I do hope this helps you in your quest for the Infinity and Beyond Weekly Campaign Challenge. This is Old and Achy signing off. Take care, everybody.